The city does a lot of great things, and I love when we kind of get really close to our neighborhoods and our neighborhood stakeholders and start kind of empowering them and giving them opportunities to kind of take ownership of things that they care about in their neighborhood, because the people in the neighborhoods and in their own communities, they are more insightful about things that are needed.
The City of St. Augustine Neighborhood Services Department is accepting applications for its neighborhood grant program. Daryl Moody reports.
St. Augustine Neighborhood Services and CRA Manager Jamie D. Perkins says the grants are only available to organizations inside the city limits, but they're not limited to just community associations.
There are some other organizations that are not necessarily neighborhood councils or associations. I think of the Lincolnville Historic Preservation Society. So those are the organizations that we look to support and that would be qualifying agencies.
Perkins says details on the program are available online.
We do have the full neighborhood grant criteria booklet and packet, which is available on the city website at citystaug.com under the resident and neighborhood services section. In the packet, it lists what we call, it's not an exclusive list, but it is a list of eligible and what we would consider non-eligible projects. And so it kind of gives you kind of an idea, maybe get your juices flowing about what type of project or program you might want to work on that the neighborhood grant program could fund.
The application period runs through April 15th. For more information, send an email to ngp@citystaug.com. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Going around the county and talking to people about what the most important thing is for them, the number one issue for them is traffic and growth.
That's District 3 County Commission candidate Clay Murphy at a recent Republican Liberty Caucus forum. Liz Ryan has highlights.
Clay Murphy and Robert Mathis answered the question, how do you improve infrastructure without raising taxes? Clay Murphy said,
with a $1.55 billion budget in St. Johns County, we have to tighten our own belt. When your budget goes from $600 million, 4 years later, it's almost $1 billion more, then there's a whole lot of fluff in there. So we have to take a look, department by department.
Robert Mathis responded,
eliminate wasteful spending any place that it is in our county budget. We're going to have to do whatever we have to do to catch up on our infrastructure costs. And that may include new taxes. I am not for raising property taxes. If we do have to increase the tax revenue, we should focus that on the tourist.
When asked about their background, Clay Murphy said,
30-year plus resident of St. Johns County, retired trooper. I was a deputy sheriff here for 9 years. I'm a businessman. I've been a principal in a multi-million-dollar business. We survived the downturn of '08. We survived COVID. I've been a public servant here in Northeast Florida for over 50 years. I started as a junior volunteer fireman in 1976 in Palatka. I've served on local boards, charities.
Robert Mathis.
I was born and raised here in St. Augustine. My dad and my granddaddy were both judges. I am a licensed captain and a home inspector currently. The main thing that got me to run is the distrust of the public for the commission. We've got county commissioners suing each other. We've got county officials leaving without really knowing what's going on. That's the main idea, to restore the public trust in the commission.
Tomorrow, we'll hear what candidates Roy Alamo and Michael McDonald had to say at the forum. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
A foundation in St. Augustine is hosting an event.
Kiwanis Club of St. Augustine is hosting a family fun trot and walk event to raise money for their foundation to help those less fortunate. City of St. Augustine Commissioner Jim Springfield.
So getting sponsorships is the key for us to be able to get a large amount of money that we'll be able to use. And so we use it for Student of the Month, and we use it for Webster School, Builders Clubs, and key clubs in the schools. That we use it for a lot of things, but it's all about kids.
Kiwanis Club, a service organization, supports outreach programs worldwide, including ones that benefit struggling children and families. Bridge of Life Church pastor Elliot Alicia says sponsorships are very important.
At the Fun Trot, our sponsors have the opportunity to have recognition through our website, through flyers that we will be distributing throughout the community, as well as allowing them to put some literature inside of the goodie bags that we'll be passing out. Also, other levels of sponsorship also add their names onto the T-shirt as well as on a banner at the event.
The 1 mile walk around the Osceola Elementary School field and other activities will start at 8:20 in the morning on Saturday, June 1st. For even more about sponsorships, check out the website KiwanisofSt.Augustine.com. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.